Hi guys, welcome to The Psychologist. I wanted to talk today again about the 6139 chronograph. I did a video a while back about the dueling aspect of the 6139 chronograph, but today I actually wanted to talk you through the procedure and show you in a little more in-depth detail the issues. So one of the major issues, as we've spoken about, and as I'm sure a lot of you know, is the bushings in the chronograph and the replacement of the jewels. Now, I wanted to go through this procedure and exactly why it needs to happen. If we have a look here at the main plate of the 6139 chronograph, we can see the dirt and the markings here on the actual barrel itself, on the main plate itself. That is where the arbor has been rubbing and tilting, causing damage to the hole or the bearing that it goes into. Now, if we have a look at the bridge, we can see the bushing, the brass bushing that's pressed in, which we can see here. And on the other side, the brass bushing pressed in. Now, if we go back to this side, we can have a look and we can see on the plate itself, do you see here the brass that's coming through the plating? You know what, I might turn my light off there. I'll have a better chance. You see what's happened? That is where the ratchet wheel, which sits on top of the barrel and is directly screwed on to the arbor of the barrel, has been rubbing at the main plate. Now, what's happened here is the barrel has worn, but so have the bushings that the barrel it sits into. Now, this has caused too much side shake, and because of that, it's rubbed. Now, when the watch is running, if we have rubbing, we have friction. If we have friction, we have a loss in amplitude. We have loss in amplitude. It means the watch is going to run for less than it's supposed to. And also the timekeeping is going to suffer because the amplitude's lower. So it's an issue that we need to rectify. Now, the way we go about it here at The Psychologist is we install jewels. We install a jewel into the top of the plate. There's our upper barrel jewels. And we install a jewel into the main plate as well. There are our lower barrel jewels. Now, I'm not going to show you how to install the lower barrel jewel because you'll notice, if we look here, that's actually one piece. That's just a hole that's been drilled out of the main plate. So we need to drill a further hole so that we can fit the barrel, fit the bottom jewel in the barrel. Now, I'm not going to show you how to drill the hole in this video because I'm not set up to show you, but I will show you at a later date exactly how we go about drilling out that hole and fitting the jewels that we have made to go in them. But for the purpose of this video, we will go through the procedure of pushing out the old bushing and putting in the new bushing. Now, why is it so important to do this? Well, as we talked about earlier, it helps with timekeeping, helps with amplitude and things, but also it's a permanent solution. Traditionally, you would rebush something. You would find a bush from a good plate, and we would put that bush in the top here. And we would also drill out and we would put a brass bushing into the bottom of the plate. But brass always wears when it's bearing into steel. So this solution really is a permanent solution. It's something that you need to do to upgrade once to your watches to get extremely good results, to get much better results than even when the watches came out of the factory, and also a permanent solution that never needs to be done again. So what we need is our Horrier tool. This is a Horrier tool. Now, what it is it has a micrometer scale on the top, and we can move it up and down, in and out, and it can push. So we need to fit our plate into our Horrier tool like so, and make sure it's in. And slowly push and push out the old bushing. Now, we can take our bottom plate out. And there's our bushing. Put our anvil back in. Now what we need to do is we need to get our jewel. So I'll just open this up. I won't do this on camera because it's a little more difficult to do. And there is our jewel. Now our jewel is made to the same specifications as our bushing. It is slightly thinner, but that doesn't matter because we adjust the depthing of the jewel in the plate. But it's the right outer diameter and the right inner diameter. Now remember, this is a synthetic ruby jewel, which is the second hardest thing on earth to diamonds. And this is a brass bushing, which is work hardened, but is not very hard at all. The harder the piece that the steel is bearing into of the pivot or the arbor, the less friction there's going to be, the better results we're going to have. And remember, it's a permanent solution. So let's get our bushing out of the way and let's set our jewel up in the plate. So we set our jewel up and then we can bring it over to our Horia tool. And we push it in. Push it down a little further. And there we have it. We have our jewel fitted into the plate. Now I can tell I'm going to need to push it down a little further at this point to get our end shakes right, because it's important to make sure that our barrel has the correct end shake too. But hope that explains the process of jeweling the barrel a little bit better. And then what we would do is we would, like I said, drill out the plate and fit our bottom barrel in too, and that will eliminate all these wear points that we have on our 6139. So stay tuned, and I will put up a video at some point of me drilling out the barrel and refitting the main plate and refitting the barrel as well. So I hope you've enjoyed this, guys. If you have, please subscribe to the channel. You can also follow me on Instagram. It's at The Psychologist. And you can also check out my website, thepsychologist.com, for my blog posts, hints, tips, various other things, and you can enjoy those there. So thanks again for watching, and stay tuned.